Good evening. We break in with urgent news. The shadow war between Israel and Iran has exploded into open conflict. Just after 3 a.m. local time, the Israeli Air Force launched a massive, coordinated strike deep inside Iran. Maps and satellite images reveal devastation at key military and nuclear sites. The world has long feared this moment, a direct confrontation that could ignite the entire Middle East. Israel confirms the operation, codenamed Persian Gambit, as a preemptive strike against an imminent Iranian attack. Dozens of advanced jets struck over 200 targets, including missile facilities, command centers, and most critically, Iran's nuclear program. The uranium enrichment plant at Natanz is reportedly destroyed. Isfahan's facility heavily damaged. The International Atomic Energy Agency reports no immediate radiation spike, but Iran's nuclear ambitions have suffered a major blow. Unconfirmed reports suggest several top IRGC commanders, possibly including Hossein Salami, were killed. This is not just about hardware. Israel is targeting the leadership at the heart of Iran's military power. The message, no one is safe. The shadow war is over. The world is holding its breath, waiting for Iran's response. The scale and precision of this attack are unprecedented. Israel aims to cripple Iran's offensive capabilities and send a clear warning to Tehran. Tonight, the region stands on the brink. Iran's response was immediate and ferocious. As dawn broke, hundreds of ballistic missiles and drones launched toward Israel in a massive multi-wave assault. State media broadcast images of missiles streaking skyward, vowing painful retaliation. Explosions rocked Israeli cities. Air raid sirens wailed from north to south. In Tel Aviv, residents scrambled for shelter as impacts and interceptions echoed across the city. Direct hits in Rishon LeZion and Netanya left buildings burning and emergency services overwhelmed. At least 3 killed, dozens injured. The first time Iranian missiles have inflicted casualties on Israeli soil. Israel's sense of security has been shattered. The government declares a national emergency. Ben Gurion Airport is closed, airspace shut, hospitals move patients underground. Iran's message: it will not be intimidated and its reach is long. Tehran threatens further attacks, including on U.S. bases aiding Israel. The regime is fighting for survival and honor, willing to escalate to new heights. The initial strikes and counterstrikes have set the stage for a wider, more brutal war. The psychological impact on both nations is immense. Israel is now a nation under siege. The Middle East has entered a new, dangerous phase. The world watches, anxious for what comes next. Israel's advanced air defenses, Iron Dome, David's Sling, Arrow, were pushed to their limits. The night sky lit up with interceptors, but the sheer volume of Iranian missiles overwhelmed the system in places. Some missiles slipped through, causing fires and casualties in urban areas. No defense is perfect. The myth of impenetrable shields is shattered. Iran's strategy launched enough projectiles to guarantee some get-through. On the other side, Israel's preemptive strikes blinded much of Iran's air defense, allowing jets to hit key targets. Iran's inability to protect its nuclear sites and commanders exposes a critical vulnerability. Both sides can inflict pain, but neither can guarantee safety for their people or infrastructure. The economic and psychological toll mounts as interceptor missiles dwindle. This is now a war of attrition. Who runs out of missiles first may decide the next phase. The balance of power is shifting with every volley. The world's most advanced defenses are being tested as never before. The stakes have never been higher. The cracks in both armors are now visible for all to see. Why this escalation? Israel frames it as a preemptive strike to stop a looming Iranian attack. But the real aim is clear: disrupt Iran's nuclear program and weaken the regime. Years of stalled diplomacy left Israel feeling time was running out. Striking Natanz and Isfahan was a gamble to set back Iran's nuclear ambitions. Targeted killings of top IRGC commanders aim to sow chaos in Iran's leadership. This is the octopus doctrine. Strike the head in Tehran, not just the proxies. Israel hopes a destabilized regime will be less able to threaten its borders. The operation is also a show of force, reasserting Israeli deterrence after recent conflicts. But it's a risky bet, one that could ignite a regional war and draw in global powers. Israel is gambling that short-term isolation is worth the long-term gain of a weakened non-nuclear Iran. The region's security now hangs in the balance. The shockwaves of this conflict are global. Oil prices have surged. Markets from Tokyo to New York are tumbling, and fears of a disrupted Strait of Hormuz are real. The economic cost is already being felt worldwide. Diplomatically, Israel faces harsh condemnation, even from recent Arab partners. The United States, Israel's main backer, is drawn deeper into the conflict, supporting missile defense, evacuating diplomats, and bracing for escalation. The White House must balance support for Israel with the risk of a wider war. In the region, fear is everywhere. Families in Israel huddle in shelters, Iranians brace for more attacks, and neighboring countries fear becoming the next battlefield. Flights are canceled, borders tighten, and a sense of doom spreads. Hopes for peace have vanished, replaced by the sirens of war. The world is on edge, uncertain what tomorrow will bring. The fragile progress of recent years has been shattered. The Middle East is once again the world's most dangerous flashpoint. The stakes could not be higher. As night falls, the Middle East stands at the edge of an abyss. The first volleys are over, but anticipation of further escalation hangs heavy. Israel has struck deep. Iran has retaliated with force. The rules of engagement are gone, each side now locked in a cycle of attack and counterattack. The international community is powerless. Diplomacy is dead. Nuclear talks are suspended, and there's no dialogue, only military force. The world faces a chilling question. Is this the peak, or just the beginning of a much larger, more destructive conflict? Tonight, no one knows the answer. The shadow war is over. The direct war has begun. Is this just the beginning?